Hey girl, what's up? I've been waiting on you. Look, I want to fly you out. Come on, see me, and we're gonna have a good old time. I'm talking about a good old time. You ready? See what I'm talking about? Play the music. All right, real quick. You ever been flued out? I know. I don't know. That's what they say. Flued out, not flown out. Flued out. Play the video and you'll understand what I'm saying.
Only tell one part stories. Story time of how this dude from Miami flew me out to Miami and tried to make me his bitch. If you don't know what this video is not for you, please scroll. Mind you, at the time I was 19 and I was so not too much on me. I was very immature. I wasn't immature. I was just very naive. And anyway, I met this dude through Instagram. I like what I saw on his Instagram. He liked what he saw on mine. So we exchanged numbers and then he flew me out. When he flew me out, it was a Friday. It was an early flight, and he came and picked me up. When he picked me up, we went to his crib. I dropped off my stuff. I changed, and
Real quick, did you catch that already? Women, y'all gotta stop this. So she says this is her story time of being flown out to meet this guy that she saw on Instagram. Thought he was fly. He thought she was fly apparently, but she hits you with, I was 19 years old, so I'm not really accountable. It's not really on me. So all the stuff that's going to happen in this story, it's not my responsibility. It's his. Modern women, man. Play the video.
then we headed out. Period. This was my first time in Miami, and I wanted to do a lot of things. So that day on Friday, we had went helicopter riding. He took me out to eat, and then we went to the club. It was called The Office. We was going to go see his homeboy. He had a section there, whatever. He was like a local rapper or whatever at that time. So yeah, we had. That was all cool and all. It was when we got back to his crib. When we got back to his crib, it was like a whole entire part. I digress. When we got back to his crib, it was a party going on, and I walked in, and I'm just hella confused. I'm like, how did all these people get here? And not only that, my here. So it's like, So I was instantly annoyed, but I didn't really do too much about it because this ain't my and I don't know these people. And this is my first time here. Like, I don't want to do nothing too crazy or be on some and I don't know these people, and this is my first time here. So we walked in, and I instantly go to his room because he got the bathroom in there, my in there, and plus I need to get together. So I'm in his room. I go to the bathroom, and it's a girl in there. She in there arguing with somebody. I don't know who she arguing with, but she loud. I'm like, oh my bad. She was like, oh no, baby, you good? You could come in. Cool. So I go in, and I'm using the bathroom. She's still cursing. By the time I use the bathroom, I'm washing my hands. This girl is snoring coke. I'm not with all of that. But she asked me that I want to do something, and I'm like, no, I'm okay. Like, I'm not.
So this stuff hits me hard, man. This stuff right here hits me in a whole different way because I got a daughter who's probably the same age as this lady or close to that age, man. And you meet a guy online, you don't know each other. He flies you out to a whole nother city, to a whole nother state, flies you to his place, and you got helicopter rides, you got all this surrounding stuff happen, all this stuff makes you uneasy. You go to the bathroom and there's some random girl in the bathroom and she's snorting that sugar booger like it's nothing. How quickly that could turn into, man, that could turn into chopped up bodies and nobody never see you ever again. You harvest it off into whatever else. That should be alarming. It should have been alarming in the first place to even fly out to meet a guy that you met on Instagram. But all of this stuff is happening, and this doesn't just say yikes to you, but it wouldn't say yikes to you if you have no accountability within you. Go ahead.
I don't do stuff like that. Cool. We chop it up a little bit in the bathroom. Kiki, haha, you so pretty. Yeah. Ended up leaving out. When I ended up leaving out, he over there laying on the bed. I'm just like, you good? Mind you, we was just at the club, so I know he drunk because I'm drunk. And yeah. So I'm just asking him, like, is you good? He like, yeah, he good. And I'm just like, damn, I didn't know it was going to be a whole party here. And you in the bathroom snoring coke. He just started laughing. I'm just like, nah, I'm for real. Like, this is crazy. Like, how did they even get in here? Like, you just leaving keys around or something? Like, that's kind of creepy. He like, nah, I got a roommate. that, blah, blah, blah. Like, you didn't explain that when...
I don't know if she just said, did she just say he's leaving keys around? And okay, maybe she's talking about car keys. Maybe she's talking about car keys, Henry. Okay, that's what she's talking about. She's not talking about those other keys. She's talking about car keys. And anyway, now she says that he was drunk and she was drunk and they're still in this situation. And she says at the beginning that they're trying to make her their bottom chick. They're trying to make her the bottom chick. In other words, a worker for them, trying to make her one of their workers. And this is all leading up to her understanding that. I don't know why the whole let me fly you out, because knowing you on Instagram didn't make you think that in the first place. But again, why would you think that? Because you haven't been held accountable any day in your life. Play the video.
You know, we was chatting, you know, so it was just confusing me, whatever. So I just bypassed that and I just wanted to go out and enjoy the party. So I just got him up so we can go and enjoy the party. Everything was cool and all. Everybody ended up started leaving. I ended up going to sleep in a room, me and him, whatever. When I woke up the next morning, I lied to you not. The girl that was in the bathroom, she had bra and panties on. I'm talking about bigger than 2 bunk beds. Like, body was T. I'm not gonna hold you. Light skin, red bone, pretty in the face, body T. T. So I'm like, hey girl, you still here? She like, yeah, cool, whatever. I didn't really mind it because it's like, I don't know these people. Like, I don't know what's going on. And you was just, so you probably had to spend the night. I don't know, like, I don't know what's going on. So I didn't ask too many questions. I just went out on the balcony. So I'm on a balcony and I'm smoking. Come out and she wants to smoke too. We smoking and stuff like that. She like, what am I doing today? I'm like, I'm doing whatever he doing. She was like, oh baby, he not waking up no time soon. Do you want to go to South Beach? I'm like, yeah, we can go to South Beach. So we get to South Beach. Everything cool. We meet some she stuff like that. I don't know. I mean, she was a vibe. She was a little wild, but I don't know how to explain. I don't know how to explain like the type of person that she was. She was just, I guess she was like really, really.
Sound like you want her. That's what it sounded like. Talking about her body, talking about his banging, talking about her cheeks set up like, you know, mountains or whatever you said. Again, imagine if the feds came through at that time. Homeboy's a rapper. You know, he's living the rapper lifestyle for sure. You right there in the center of, imagine the police, feds, whoever come through the door right then and there. What you gonna say? Well, I didn't know these people. I'm not the same with them. It's an automatic sentence for you being in that situation in the first place. Ladies, I'm gonna let her finish.
Like outgoing, like she's the type of person that sees somebody on the street and talk to them. Like, I don't know, like she's a social butterfly. So whatever. We ended up going to his bar. It was like an inside outside bar type of vibe or whatever, and we ended up getting drinks. So we talking and I asked her, I'm like, how do you know them? To get to the bottom of this. So I'm just like, how do you know them and stuff like that? And she was like, oh, I'm their bottom. All I know is at that time, all I know about a is that you don't want to be about it. From what my mom taught me, you don't want to be nobody's. So when she said, oh, I'm their bottom, like him and the roommates, I'm like, like what you be doing? She just like, oh, I be doing anything, you know, anything they ask me to do, anything they want me to do. So I'm just like, and my mom just like, she probably be like, I don't know.
Listen. Again, and it doesn't sound like this lady is taking a responsibility for anything that she's done yet. Again, flying out, she's drunk just like they're drunk. She's smoking just like they smoking. She's living just like they living. But I bet you if the feds came in, she'd be
like, I'm so innocent. I'm not the one involved in this. Get me out of here. I'm not that.
But pay attention, man, that she says that her mom taught her not to be a bottom girl or not to be a worker, not to be a worker. And when you are a bottom worker girl, you're running packages for these guys. You're at the whim of these guys whenever they want to lay down and have a good time. You're with that too. And she's telling this story afterwards, right? This other girl that was there They had their time together and all this stuff. She's telling this story afterwards. And look how she holds this lady in such high regards after the fact. After knowing that she's a bottom girl. She's saying that, oh, her body was banging. She's a whole vibe. I was feeling her. She's just different, etc., etc. She wants this. And you're not going to fool me. She was attracted to that whole situation. But I guarantee you, I don't know this lady, this is me guessing. This is Henry guessing. I bet you that the parameters, I don't know what parameters is. The parameters of that whole thing didn't fit the way that she wanted. But if she could have it, she would be in that exact same situation. Drinking up with him like she was, smoking up with him like she was, the sugar booger she probably did too, but leaving that part out of the story. She is not accountable. So why wouldn't she do any of this stuff? That's what I'm saying. And the safety measures that women need to take in 2025 and on forward, man, I would be livid if my daughter was in this situation. And then imagine if my daughter was in this situation, what kind of danger that also puts me in. My daughter calls me, Daddy, I'm scared. I got flued out. To Miami, and these guys are scaring me. Everybody's smoking and drinking and sugar booger everywhere. Then the next thing you know, I'm in Miami, just tornado. Then come to find out, oh, I was just in it. I was just loving it and having a good old time, going to South Beach, doing all types of stuff. And I'm just like, man, I'm behind bars like this right here. Boom, mad at my daughter. You done got me in this whole situation. This girl didn't say anything about her dad, because it's probably not in the picture. If I had to take a guess, because that's a mindset that says that dad was never there, or dad was scattered and spotty in the situation. And if you're not taking accountability for putting yourself in that situation, if you're not taking accountability for being flued out and all this stuff in the first place, then you'll find yourself in this situation again. But I guarantee you, this story is not a full story, and this lady enjoyed all the things that were happening in this story, and she wanted to be just like this other girl. Whatever happens with this other girl, I don't know the rest of the story, but whatever happened with this other girl, she would do it too if things really lined up in that right way. I guarantee it. It's time for some change, people. Hit the like and the subscribe button. I'm out of here.